board games cafe for everyone. My name is Raven and I'm here to ask you about the opening of your cafe, Boards and Brews. So what made you start your business?
Just saw the need of work experience needed for children with, or young adults with autism spectrum disorder, and somewhere that the gaming population had somewhere to go is at the same time. That's about it, really.
Yeah. So what made you choose the theme board games?
When my sons were first diagnosed with autism and we went through different therapies, I noticed that majority of therapies were board game based, and when they were playing their board games, the conversation was easier flowing. It was more readily flowing than if they were trying to sit and talk to someone face to face. So board games became a very big part of our life at that point, because we could have a conversation and get information and learn things about our boys just by playing a board game that normal people would just play for fun. So it just became an everyday thing in our family. So to be able to bring that into the cafe setting was, I thought, kind of a neat idea.
I found that, but mine was more electronic games instead of board games, and me personally, it helped me sort of, well, learn about the world and stuff like that. But it's a really good idea.
Thank you.
What do you like most about the location?
I kind of like that we are a little bit more secluded than most places, but at the same time we're very close to public transport, very close to Douglas Town Centre. We did look at a few properties, but they weren't really on a main bus route, so it's not something, I wanted something on a main bus route so that any of the young adults that come to work for us wouldn't need parents dropping them off, or they wouldn't need to take a taxi, or they wouldn't need to find that transportation, because they could just hop on a bus and get off right where we were. So that was a big bonus.
Do you like how in the centre it is?
I do, yeah, it's kind of centre, but not at the same time. We're kind of behind. But like during Christmas, the Christmas lights will be on, but we'll be right by all the action. But at the same time, we're kind of secluded a little bit as well. A little bit hidden, the hidden treasure.
Well, what are the most popular games do you think that are most played here?
Oh gosh, it would depend on ages. For young children, I say young children and young at heart, it's Gooey Louie, the nose picking game. Yeah, that most little kids love it. You could pull his things out of his nose, and if you pull the wrong one, his brain pops out. So the kids love it, the little kids love it, but then again, some of the adults think it's hilarious as well when they play it. Family games, Guess Who, Shoots and Ladders, starting to get people choosing other games, and one of the ones that are quite new to the cafe is Dixit, which is a storytelling game, and more and more families are now trying that game, falling in love with it, and coming back and playing it again. So it's not something that they would have gone and got at the shop and go, hey, this looks cool, and brought home. But now that they've got it, I've actually had a few people go and buy them because it is a game they really enjoy. And then the more game-orientated gamer people, theirs is, I would say probably Exploding Kittens is a big one. Everyone loves Exploding Kittens. Smash Up is another one, which is a card-based game. So it depends on, you know, your ages. Yeah.
I personally like Cards Against Humanity.
Cards Against Humanity are huge, and it is, we have to keep it hidden because it does have an age range on it.
Yeah.
And we've had very, very young children, even just little than her, come in looking for it, and I've had to turn them away because it's not at that age range. But yeah, Cards Against Humanity, when there isn't kids in here, yeah, that is pulled out.
It's good adults.
Yeah.
It's good laugh as well.
But it also, people that haven't played it and they're in a group that are playing it, you can tell the new ones because they will look at their card going, I'm not seeing that, and they put it back. But the more they get used to it, the more. Yeah. Very PC game, but it is a good laugh.
It's a good one. So what's the most popular thing you sell here, like cakes and?
Hot dogs, hot dogs and sandwiches, which is the biggest, strangest thing, because I guess more and more office people are starting to use us now for lunches and things like that. So at lunch hour, we go through hot dogs and sandwiches very, very quickly. But in the ways of cakes, one of our biggest is we offer a vegan range. We have a fresh baker that brings them in fresh, and the vegan one sells. Even people that aren't vegan try it and fall in love with it. It is she's one of the best bakers that I know, and the cakes are one of the best we sell. So they go very quickly.
I'll have to try one.
We have the vegan and we have the gluten free, and yeah, the vegan usually is gone within a day or so. They're all gone. Yeah, they are good.
What kind of events do you wish to hold here? Like gaming events?
We're going to be doing, I'm in the midst of sorting them all out. I was ordering a few out now anyways. We did a poll, and zombie night seemed to top the charts, doing a zombie theme based board game night. We have a game called Zombicide, which will take up about 3 tables. It's a very large game. And so that will pull out Zombie Dice, which is a dice game. So we'll have a zombie based night. We're going to be doing 2 role-playing nights for beginners that want to start to get into Dungeons and Dragons and things like that, but don't know how to start. So we'll have our beginner night where we'll have the more advanced players teaching the younger players on how to fill the sheet in, because it is quite a complex game. So they'll be teaching them and helping them along. And then for the more advanced players that obviously they've been playing it for years or have their higher level characters, they'll be coming in another night, and it'll be an advanced players night.
So it's like a teaching and
that's
and
right.
playing.
Yeah. And then we've come up with an idea of, instead of speed dating, we're going to have speed gaming. So we're going to pull out all the 15-minute games that are in
and
here.
just have them up. That's a good idea.
So, but one person that knows that game will be based at that table.
Yeah.
So when people come in, they can try each of the games
and have someone who knows how to
play it at the table. So that's another thing we're trying. Something been brought up yesterday of a Harry Potter themed night, because there is a lot of Harry Potter themed board games. So even basic of Trivia Pursuit. So we're thinking of doing a Harry Potter night. Hello Faye, sit down. We've been approached by the Magic, the Gathering card game community, which is kind of like this type of like a Pokemon type cards, but it's Magic based.
Just in case.
Yeah. So they want somewhere to have tournaments. So we'll be doing those and teaching other kids, which is a dangerous thing parents may hate us for because they become so enthralled that they spend all their pocket money on cards. You will go broke.
It's kind of like Pokemon.
Yeah, it's like Pokemon. And then Yu-Gi-Oh, because there's nowhere for the Yu-Gi-Oh people, so they've approached me and I said I'd do that. So we have lots of different nights planned. It's just finding the nights to fit them in. We have even Warhammer people that want to do Warhammer here as well. Painting nights and things like that. So it's a matter of, we've only been open 3 and a bit weeks now. So now that we've gotten into the swing of being open and gotten into the swing of what's needed on a weekly basis, now we can look at doing our theme nights. Now we can, once kids go back to school, then we'll know what we're dealing with.
So what are the kinds of problems you faced in the whole sort of setting up? Funding was a big issue, obviously, because it was just an idea that I had started with, and I was literally handed the keys to this property. The landlord just said, you know what, pay me when you open, which was brilliant, but then it had to happen very fast, so that he wasn't waiting too long for his rent. So we did open very, very quickly. We didn't realize, we didn't know what cakes were going to sell, so even that type of thing was a barrier of what we were dealing with in the first couple weeks. And even down to people's attitudes of, they didn't want to come in because they didn't want to be faced with people with autism, or they didn't want to come in because they thought this was only a cafe for people with autism, which we've had to reintegrate into all of our PR work, that we are a public cafe. All the autism work skills happens behind the scenes. This is for anyone and everyone, but we are autistic friendly, we are special needs friendly. And the other type of hurdle that we've overcome is there's stairs at the front. So we are at the moment trying to fundraise for a stair lift. So we have one ready to be put in, but we need the money to pay for it. So it's been little hurdles, but a lot of them put together, if that makes sense. Yeah.
So, and obviously being school holidays,
yeah,
children being home, and trying to keep somebody occupied because I've been here 7 days a week since we opened 3 weeks ago. So trying to spend time with my children at the same time as trying to run the business. Yeah.
What do you love most about
People. People joining together, full of different backgrounds, different just coming together and learning about each other, and people joining, strangers meeting and playing games together. As Cards Against Humanity, there was that boy that he never talks to anybody. He doesn't go out. He's never socialized off of online. And since we've opened, he's been coming 2 or 3 times a week. Even then, only socializing with a family member. But that day he joined you guys for 2 hours of games, which is absolutely astounding. Not something he's ever done before. So to see that, it makes me just so happy. And strangers that don't know each other, but they see a card going or a game going, how do you play that? And they watch and they learn and they become great friends. And there was a table where they're like, oh, what's your Facebook? And they became friends around over Facebook around the table all over again. Which is exactly what I wanted.
I do have to say, I suffer from anxiety and I have issues of going out the house, and I definitely recommend this place as a good place for people with anxiety or any kind of mental health or even autism, anything like that. It's such a friendly place to be.
Wonderful. That's what I like to. Good, we try. We've got a little beanbag corner. We have chalkboard to try. If anybody needs a little time away, it's a little secluded space. No, we try and make it friendly. We try and make it a happy, friendly place. I even got told the other day, because it's not a high ceiling as restaurants would be, it's a normal ceiling height, that she's deaf in one ear, but because of the height of the ceiling, she could hear the conversation that was going on, even though there was a few conversations. It's something I hadn't even ever thought of. So yeah, no, that makes me very happy to hear that you're happy here, and that's the whole basic of it.
Thank you so much for your time. It was an honour to come and interview you.
Oh, thank you very much for coming to see me.
This is Guru Louie. I got the black one. Oh, we forgot to put the.
Apparently, grains are green.
Yes.
Louis is. It's like a caterpillar. That's it.
Then we.
Who's? Its nose has fallen out now. Oh, you've got to put the blood bogey in.
His nose has fallen out.
Okay, I'll go first. Yours turn. Don't flick the one at the back, please.
It sort of defeats the object of the game, that. Knowing exactly which one to not pull.
I'm doing this one.
Blood bogey.
Do you have to pick two, or do I?
She's gonna.
On my next go, I have to. Don't pick. Wanna play one more round?